Hi y'all. So 2025, we about to get into how it's a 9 year, what you can expect, how you can utilize the energy, and what you need to look out for. Okay, so pay very close attention. I am kind of winging this. I got some notes in front of me, but I'm kind of winging it, so bear with me, y'all. All right, so first things first, number 9 is ruled by Mars. Okay, now first let me tell you how I got to 9. All right, in case you don't know. All right, 2025, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. Okay, so that makes 2025 a numerology 9 year. Okay, so ruled by Mars, so the year is going to be full of fire, full of energy. You're going to be a lot more determined to do things. You're going to be a lot more motivated to do things. You're going to have a more by any means necessary energy. Okay, so utilize that. Utilize working on your goals, and utilize starting those projects that you've been putting off from the last year. Now I'll touch on last year a little bit here in a minute. All right, self-reliance. Like I said, self-motivation. You're not going to need a whole lot of outside interference as far as getting you going. You're going to be able to get going on your own. So that's like a plus. And I am going over the pluses before I go over the watch outs. Okay. Like I said, high desire to take action, take on more leadership roles. It's just like a go, go, go energy. You're going to be on go mode for a lot of people. So it's going to be a really good, it's going to be a good year to start a business. It's going to be a good year to, get your side hustles off the ground. It's going to be a good year to do content too, because number 9 is a very humanitarian number, and I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. So surprisingly, 9 is a very organized number. Okay, even though it's ruled by Mars. So you're going to see a lot of energy of getting organized, and you may have already started doing this at the new year, getting more organized. Your home space is going to be more in order. You're going to want to desire order more than anything. Think about the emperor in the tarot, right? Is Aries, Mars. And how this big on order, structure. It's going to be a big thing for this year, and I feel like that's going to be actually a huge positive. Okay, so again, a lot of you guys are going to be very motivated to be organized, have your homes in order, have structure with your schedules and everything along the lines of that. Okay, very focused on humanitarianism. Okay, and dealing with things as a collective. You're going to have a more desire to connect with other people, reaching larger groups of people. But also you're going to want to come together with people to find universal problems, or find and solve universal problems, together. Okay. And I feel like people are going to band together a lot easier this year. More with crisis. If there's a crisis, I feel like people are going to come together easier. It'll also be harder to pull the wool over people's eyes, because it's going to be a bigger thing of people not wanting to be controlled. So yeah, so stuff like the media and everything, it won't be easier to fool people, if that makes sense. Okay. Like I said, there'll be a desire to want to break free. So you may even see people leave their 9-to-5s for their businesses, or to be a stay-at-home parent or whatever. It's just kind of breaking out of that, breaking out of these cycles, or breaking out of places where you may feel trapped, or where you felt stuck last year. Okay. But rolling into that, ending what no longer serves you. Okay, this is going to be about ending things, letting go of things that aren't serving you anymore. It's going to be about endings. All right, that's not what I'm trying to say. Completing this. There we go. Completing a cycle, because the 9 is the last number before the 10, and as I've said in other videos, 10s are beginnings and ends. The 10 is the end, but the 10 reduces to a 1, which starts over. Okay, so 9 is technically the end. So as we reach this ending, 9 is that step right before you get to that new beginning. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people are going to be able to release things a lot easier than they did before. It's going to be really easy to make the transitions. Now, if you do find it hard to make the transitions, then I feel like you are going to struggle quite a bit this year. Okay, so if things are giving you signs and signals to go, let it, okay, because it's meant to be gone. But a lot of you guys are going to be in a space of, this isn't working for me anymore, it's got to go. Okay, now try not to overjudge this for yourself, because I'm not talking about being heavy in like the cutoff culture and avoiding your life lessons by cutting it off. I mean, really, truly, genuinely seeing what is no longer working for you and releasing it. It could even be like a thought process. It could be like a lack mentality, fear, lacking courage, and things like that. Okay. And like I said, wanting to break free from what is normal, not wanting to conform and questioning more. Also, don't be surprised if you see like a spike in like conspiracy theories and conspiracy theories, because people are going to want to know more about what's going on or what's being like not told to us, if that makes sense. All right. Traveling is going to be big too. Okay, so a lot of you may get into travel a lot more because nines can be about long distances, connecting with people from other ethnicities as well. You know, a lot of international stuff. So you may see a lot of things where people from larger, different walks of life coming together. Okay, like I said, it's just going to be a very big energy of people coming together, but also at the same time, it'll be getting your self-reliance, like being a lot more self-reliant. And I'll get to that in a minute, because the opposite of that is, you know, there could be an energy of becoming a lot more self-centered. And again, it's not a bad thing. Okay, so you just have to see where you fall into all of that. All right, and then the energy is going to be more potent for life path nines. You know, personality nines, birthday number nines. Okay, 9, 18, 27. So yeah, also another big thing that we kind of fell back from last year is people are going to tap in more into their spiritual beliefs, and they may even change. So your spiritual beliefs may even change, but I feel like people shied away from the spirituality in the 8-year last year because a lot of people were in survival mode last year, but that was because there was a lot of lessons that had to be learned. You had to learn a lot of lessons, and a lot of people were hyper material focused. You saw that too in the election. Like it was a lot of focus on the price of stuff and the money and this and that and the material. So the spiritual side of life kind of got neglected. And I'm talking as a collective, not, you know, as individuals. But I feel like we're going to get back to the spiritual stuff. So if you kind of fell off from, you know, going to church or whatever, you're going to pick that back up. Or, you know, if you want to change religions, say you're going from Christian to Buddhism or something like that, it's going to be a major year, and that's going to be a major thing for you. Okay, now things to watch out for. And I will show y'all something too. My own stuff I need to watch out for. All right, so since it's ruled by Mars, guys, watch your temper. Okay, because I'm already seeing it now. Be very careful with that, you guys. Be very, very careful with losing your cool, blowing your top. If you are in a situation where somebody is losing their cool, try to find a way to diffuse the situation, because you may see a lot of situations where things get blown out of proportion. Okay, arguments, fights, things like that. So just be cautious of that. And you are responsible for your own energy. So if you can diffuse a situation, please do so. All right. Because like I said, we're already kind of seeing it. It's already started with the doing too much. Okay. Also, impulsiveness Try not to be super impulsive. Look before you leap. Okay. Yeah, try to think things through, because you're going to be super hyper motivated to do stuff. So you might dive into something head first, without getting all the details of it. Now, sometimes it's good to follow your impulses. Now, I'm not saying never do it, but you're going to know what to do. But try not to be super impulsive. And like I said, look before you leap. Be careful while you're driving, because like I said, road rage, car issues, stuff with your cars and all of that. Be cautious of that. All right. Also, people might be a little bit more accident prone, but again, it's that impulsiveness. All right. So just be mindful of that. Also, things with, I have to be careful with my words. With weapons, you may see a lot of talk of like, I won't say the G word, bang bang laws. You may hear a lot of talk about that, bang bang laws. Be careful while using cutlery. Be careful while cooking. Burns, you guys. I recently got a new air fryer. And I just started using it at the top of the year, and I have burned myself several times, y'all. Look, I got one right here. I burned myself right here. And I have another one here where I burned myself. So be careful with anything that involves hot fires, electrical stuff, anything along the lines of that. Okay. Like I said, because I'm going over my notes. Oh yeah, weapons. Like I said, bang bangs. Again, there may be laws and things, even if it's like in your individual like area, your individual country, state, whatever. I feel like that's going to be a big talk. Also, be mindful of any incidents involving these things, like as a collective, especially in the warmer months like July or January. Okay. Also, since people are going to be less likely to conform, you may see a lot of, I won't even say a lot, but more than usual, like riots and protests too, for different things or different causes or whatnot. Also, the police and military might be significant too. So there may be some laws there, or there may be an increase in incidents with the police and the military and things like that. Okay. Now, last but not least, all right, and I'm pretty sure there's more things, but this is like the top stuff for me. Is global warming. So that's either going to be, this is a big one for me, simply because it could cause a lot of weather issues around the world. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. And again, there may be like a huge talk of global warming, but the positive of this is I feel like there may be a group created, or the collective as a whole, trying to find ways to combat it. Okay. So I feel like people as a whole are going to become a lot more environment aware. Okay. But I feel like it could be tapped into the fact that it'll be spiritual. People are going to be tapped back into their spirituality, where they kind of, I don't want to say abandoned it last year, but they weren't as tapped in, tuned in to their spirituality last year, because like I said, a lot of people got kicked out of kicked out of their zone and kind of thrown into survival mode. All right. So yeah, y'all, that's the video. I hope this helped. I may do another one if I forgot anything, or if anything else comes up, but I appreciate y'all. It's always a pleasure. Hit those likes, y'all. Hit the subscribe. If you want more content like this, let me know. So happy 2025, y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing year. Let's rock it. Peace, blessings, prosperity to all of y'all. Again, hit the like, y'all. Hit the subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching. It's always a pleasure. Okay. Peace out.